to this spread around that today 60% of Nairobi's population live in what is called informal sectors. And when at one time in my earlier incarnation as a Minister for Roads, Public Works and Housing, I came up with a program called slum upgrading to upgrade those so-called informal settlements. But that is a subject for another day. Let me just say that here, water is life. Whoever addresses the problem of water addresses the fundamental right and the development issue. I therefore wish to congratulate the Governor, my good friend Professor Mjinga, his team, and the development partners that have enabled the county to consolidate the various subsectors involved in this critical area and bring them under one roof. I believe this effort will result in improved people's health and prosperity through seamless coordination and delivery of critical programs in water, sewage, and sanitation services. Kisumu County and the city have grown in profile and stature in recent years, thanks to the efforts by the leadership to focus on delivery of critical services that is required from all cities and all administrations. We must not drop the ball. Kisumu has been rated one of the cleanest cities in Africa, one of the 10 cleanest cities in Africa. One of the most critical services a government should be able to provide to citizens is clean water, no matter where the people live, whether in the city, towns, or villages in rural areas. The truth, however, is that for millions of our people in this country and the Lake Victoria Basin, access to clean water, a very basic right, which is a matter of life and death, remains a dream even right here in the city. The result is that diseases like cholera and diarrhea are still claiming lives and continue to be leading causes of mortality, particularly among children. I therefore commend the county for every effort to consolidate and expand provision of water and sanitation services. And I was very particular during the briefing session before we came down here. You are not just looking for water for drinking. The value of water in the economic chain is long. Our women need to deliver in facilities with water and sanitation, which also give the newborn babies a realistic chance to survive. Industries need huge quantities of water to operate. Any investor who wants to come to invest in Kisumu will look for two things: energy and two, water. We have sufficient water. Those are factors which help to make decisions. Investment in water and sanitation, therefore, make for very good economics. The World Health Organization estimates that the economic return on sanitation spending is $5.5 for every $1 invested, making it among one of the largest development dividends of any single intervention in people's lives. In this regard, therefore, I want to encourage Kisumu and all our counties to invest in water recycling, which means cleansing wastewater to make it reusable, and also invest in rainwater harvesting. There is no point whatsoever for a heavy rainfall to cause floods, only for a brief drought to cause an acute water shortage. Nyando is a good point. With adequate investment and planning, you can make water readily available when or where it is needed. We therefore also need to invest in the quality of the water environment of the regions, these rivers and lakes, which have been severely polluted by social and economic activities. This will give new lease of life to other water-based activities like fishing and farming. For instance, when we talk of reforestation, let us think of restoring not just the hills and mountains, but also restoration of the indigenous plantations of our river and lake basins that support the natural breeding of fish. Our counties therefore need to champion the planting of wetland plants like Udundu, Asau, Togo, etc. to safeguard these water bodies, to protect sustainable fishing and other economic activities. For all this to succeed, we need to invest in forward planning. Cities, regions, and countries that succeed are those that invest in and respect the results of planning. Over prolonged periods, running into centuries, cities like Paris, Berlin, London, Washington DC, and Tokyo, among others, have been able to retain their identity and provide critical services like transportation, health, water, sanitation, energy, education, and fiber optics, because they embrace planning from the start and stuck to it. In these cities, the bus stage, the fire station, the train station, the hospital, the university, the recreational park, the social hall, the cinema hall, all remain where the planners designated them to be, and all serve the purpose they were meant to serve. In these cities, you cannot turn a residential area into a commercial center. You cannot create your own bus station or build a house where a sewer plant was meant to be. You cannot turn a pedestrian walkway into a market or turn a public market into a private business. And you cannot turn a cinema hall or a park into a private business or a church. That is the way it should be. That is the way Kisumu must be. Everything in its right place. Today, our greatest source of failure as a country is not the lack of funds, personnel, or knowledge. It is the lack of planning. Our cities are clogged by traffic because we have created bus stages where they were not supposed to be. We have created markets where they were not supposed to be. Sewage systems are not working because we built on, clogged or broken them. I know this from experience in this city. When we started cleaning this city with the former mayor, who is now a member of parliament for Kisumu Town East.